Also new tonight, the Porterfield Baptist Church is hard at work preparing for its annual Night to Shine. Night to Shine is a chance for adults with special needs to go to prom. The event will feature a crowning ceremony so every guest can get a crown. They will show a video from the Tim Tebow Foundation and have a guest speaker share the gospel. Media pastor Adam Farnsworth says the event is catered so everyone can have fun.
I think it's just something that they may not have been able to participate when they're in school or currently for whatever reason, and the way that Tim Tebow and all the churches around the world that kind of help carry it out, the way they just format it just makes it so conducive for all the needs, whether you're in the wheelchair or you're high functioning, you walk in on your own. Everything is just catered to them.
Night to Shine kicks off tomorrow evening at 5 at the St. Ambrose Catholic Church in Little Hocking.